a lot of people don't talk about how luck plays into their success. So if you look at some of the most successful founders, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, they weren't the first people that tried to do what they did. But where luck played in was the timing of luck, right? Where they were just right product, right time, right era, right? And so you have lots of different types of luck. But the thing about life is that the thing that you can control is not luck, but you can control your surface area of luck. So the more that you try to be intentional to create a larger surface area, or a larger, how I like to think about it is like a larger target to increase your opportunity or chances of luck. Some of the things that I do to increase my surface area of luck or opportunity for luck is content creation, right? With content, I push out so much content, I'm increasing my chances of somebody remembering my name, or somebody recommending me for an opportunity, or a video to go viral and I get a bunch of clients, stuff like that, right? So the reason I'm thinking about this is because we've been in New York for the past 3 days. We're at a hotel right now. We've been in New York exploring like Christmas and all this stuff. What we've been talking about is, New York could be a great city to live in. We were actually talking to one of our friends last night about this concept of a thrive city. What I was thinking about this morning was any city that we move to, or any move, I also like to consider both of our opportunities. And probably not even just our opportunities, but as we get closer to having families and stuff like that, like what the opportunities look like in that city. And New York is one of those cities, and this was also why we moved to Atlanta, but New York is one of those cities where increasing my circumference, surface area, or target for luck seems very, very likely, right? Even we were out last night and just talking with people, connecting with people, and I told our friends last night while we were having dinner, it was just like, I feel like it's just one of those cities where you could just go into a bar and pick up conversations with people. I've been feeling like, I could probably meet like a good 1 to 2 people a week here in New York, right? 1 to 2 people a week, that would be 100 great connections a year, right? 50 to 100 great connections for the whole year. And so thinking about, and what I want to reflect on is thinking about ways that you control to intentionally increase your surface area of luck. And again, that is also why we moved from Chicago to Atlanta, for travel reasons, but also a lot of good opportunities there for us to be in the middle of, in the journeys that we're individually on and on together, in Atlanta. And so we've enjoyed Atlanta, but I think that we may, and this isn't, set in stone or anything, but we may consider other cities to look at. But this is kind of how I look at them, and kind of the conversations that we have. Then there's this other concept that came up that I want to talk about this concept of a thrive city. So if you haven't heard this, it's basically saying like, where city do you live in where you just feel like, I like thrive here? And maybe you visited that city, maybe you don't live in that city. There's a lot of conversation going on now about this like thrive city. Like, I come back here, or I come home, or I visit there, right? And I automatically feel like that girl, that guy, like I just feel like him, and him being gender fluid. Like, what city is that for you? And we were talking about this the other night too. It was just like, Atlanta is definitely not my thrive city. Atlanta has been great and needed, again, for what we do and where we're at on our journey, but it's definitely not my thrive city. And so both of us, like, just being here in New York, even for 3 days, even when we're not here, we talk about the city a lot, but even just being here, it just you feel a different energy. Like, you feel like you're thriving. Now, my bank account doesn't love New York, but you feel like this different energy. And I do think that a city like New York could definitely be a thrive city for me in this time of my life right now. So just reflecting on New York, reflecting on Atlanta. This probably won't be a sudden move. We were in Chicago for 10 years, so we do want to live a couple other places in our lifetime. So New York might be that next stop. But with that said, we're about to get up, get rolling for our last day here in this city. And then we're off to another city where we have a lot of fun. So, see you guys.